And hello, happy hump day. Hope everyone's having a great one. Welcome. I apologize for not putting a show scheduled. I do apologize for that. I thought I had done that, but apparently not. But it seems like every time I do it, I mess it up anyway. I have to just start a whole new one. So, yeah, there's that. There's that. So it's been a fun week. I started physical therapy last week, Tuesday. I had a doctor appointment yesterday, so I had to get a physical therapy today. And I didn't do any exercises in between. Hello. Because I was so sore from the first session of physical therapy. So there's that. So today was a little bit hard. Hey, how's it going? How's my buddy Sebastian doing? The most famous cat on the internet. He's so darn cute. Oh my gosh. Just want to cuddle with him all the time, every time he pops up. He's a cutie. So, yeah. So, how's your week been so far? I've had physical therapy and it's really hurting my shoulder. It's killing me. Um, so yeah. So I'm going through. And then hopefully, I don't know what the weather's going to do. It's that time of year, but I'm trying to get our gardens in. And aw, have you tried any like home cooked meals? Yeah, it's one I had surgery on before. It totally froze up on me once before, and that's what it kind of feels like it's trying to do again. So I don't know. It's real tight all the way down into here. It's some of the exercises like doing this. I just want to curl my arm in. It's hard for me to go like up from this position. Really hurts. No, it's hurting more actually. So it's been a rough week. I have the stuff to do the exercises, on the off days, at least a couple days a week, and I can't. It's just too sore. And and the doctor gave me some muscle relaxers, but I don't like taking them. They're not really muscle relaxers. They're begins with an M, and it does something with the nerves. See, I turned more lights on today, hoping that this issue would go away, and that is not helping. But yeah. So, but then we've got stuff coming in. I've got stuff lined up for the garden coming in. That's what really rots is that I can't do a lot of this myself. But I don't know. I'm so bad. I don't like taking Tylenol. I know like with my hip pain and stuff, Tylenol doesn't touch it. I have a high pain tolerance. So I think a lot of times my pain is so intense that Tylenol is like, it doesn't even care. But it's like my body doesn't even like steroid injections. I've only had one that was effective in my neck, but ones to my hip and my shoulder have not been as effective. They usually last like a couple days and then the pain's back. Well, I don't know what to do about my camera except get a new one. I need to. Oh, yeah, girl. I've got pain. Hey, Mike. How's it going? How's your week been? When you get to my age, you get a lot of pain. And that's my life. Chronic pain every day, no matter what I do. You just have to live life in little bits, you know. You just have to adjust and make the most of it. Like when I'm cleaning, you know, sometimes I just like have to lay down and give myself a break, you know. So that's kind of where I am in life. It's not easy being 62. Oh my gosh. I know. I'd get better. I don't at my age, I don't know about getting better for me. Maybe if I go ahead and have that surgery. But I don't know. But I definitely, he said I definitely have arthritis in a couple of places, bone spur, you know, that type of thing. Oh, no, I'll take a break. You know, to be honest with you, this schedule, I was just telling Chris again, like this schedule for some reason, you know, I try to put a video out every day. And, but this schedule for me versus Friday, like this is a lot better schedule for me. And like even doing the physical therapy, like I didn't miss a beat. Like I don't feel stress or pressure from that. What I feel pressure and stress for right now is getting that garden in. But I'm depending on a lot of other people and a lot of other pieces to fall into place to get that done. And that's always frustrating in itself. And then there's the weather. Can't control that. And I can't control everybody else. So I'm on everybody else's time. So I just have to be patient. And now I think I'm cutting back um like one a day, one video a day. I think I may give myself a break on. I don't know. But I found with YouTube, it seems like it's better if your videos sit in the queue overnight before actually being posted. So I like to schedule them a lot of times. And I think the theory behind that was that if your um, videos are uploaded and they sit like 24 hours, it gives the YouTube algorithm more opportunity to find the best people to suggest your video to, which makes sense. And you know, I'm not picky with the numbers. I'm not going in and like, is that true? Is that, you know, yeah. But I think it does work to give the algorithm 24 hours to sit and give it enough information to process, like who likes gardening, who likes music, who likes trivia, who likes that type of thing, you know, who likes a lot of cat videos. Yeah. And the thing is, I think you can, is scheduled videos, I don't think show up unless you put them as a premiere. So I just schedule a bunch of videos a lot of times. I'll do like 2 very late nights a day or a week, editing videos and posting videos to go out and scheduling them. And then I do this live and I do the garden tour. Saturday videos always set. So yeah, I only have to put out 3 other videos a week. Only. You got to feed the beast. But I want to cut back on that a little bit because you have to live too. Yeah, Mike, I thought you were supposed to have some rain this week. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, this week. We're going to get hit a lot this week too, which rots because I want to get out and get, you know, I have organic stuff to put out on the ground on the new garden area before it gets tilled. And then the guy who's tilling is supposed to come Saturday. If it's too wet, he won't be able to do that. So I don't know. It's crazy times. And now my tomatoes are starting to look really bad, and I don't know what's going on. No, I don't know if they're getting eaten with mites or what the deal is. I don't see any bugs on them. But we'll see. I'll put a video out Friday or Saturday, and I'm sure somebody will know what's going on. So maybe they got too much sun. I don't know. But tonight's game is theme songs. Theme songs. And I guess we'll get started here in a little bit. I don't know where everybody is. I didn't put a schedule out because, last time I scheduled one, I had to cancel it anyway and start a whole new live anyway. I don't know what it is. I'm like skipping a step, but when I go into live, like I'll schedule the live and I'll go into and it'll say, oh, I have a live scheduled. And it says, do you want to go in? I think there's a opportunity to go live or a chance to go into the studio. And I think that's where I mess up. I go into the studio and then I wait till time and then I hit go live from the studio. And I think that messes up. I think you have to go live right from that bar where you've scheduled it, and then it will work right. But I think I'm messing up by going in and hitting the, go into the, I think they call it the studio. And that's where I mess up, I think. But I guess we'll go ahead and get started. We can play with two. Because the prizes tonight are fantabulous. Just you wait. I showed it for a second. I showed the prize. Hopefully you didn't see it. I haven't seen this. I've only seen one sleep video of Hunter's. But let me tell you, sleep videos are popular. I don't know why, but they are popular. And a lot of the young people are doing it to get their watch hours in. And what they'll do, they'll come in and they'll like have a snack and they'll chat a little bit with the chat in bed. And I guess they brush their teeth and they go to sleep while everybody watches them and talks. Who else does that? Iron Patriot. This is 1906, something like that. Iron Patriot. He's a trip. He is a trip. But he does all kinds of stuff. He does like little twisters while he sings shirtless. He'll be shirtless and twist his chesticles while singing songs from the 80s. Yeah, Jeff is very bizarre. Apparently he was on a podcast and got kicked out or something. I don't know. But he did some acting. And so, yeah, now he does late night YouTube. And he drinks a lot and he eats Stouffer's or stovetop stuffing. Or he'll eat ice cream. I think he drinks Bud Light. And what else does he eat? Maybe macaroni and cheese. I don't know. And he's thin as can be. And he does, does he do Uber or DoorDash? One of them in Los Angeles. I think he actually has sung some Iron Maiden. And he was part of a podcast called Kill Tony. And he's Iron Patriot because I guess he's obsessed with Iron Man. And so he has a lot of the like the Iron Men, that the mechanical ones that do all the the mechanical automatron type stuff. I don't know how to explain it. I'm tired. But anyway, and he has all these heads of, and he'll sit down and he'll be drinking his beer and he'll be giving beer to his Iron Man that sits, he's lit up all night. The light and the eyes and the mouth, I guess, light up. Maybe the jaws, I don't know. But he'll share his beer with the inanimate object. So it's always unique. Iron Patriot. Oh, definitely. What I like about Hunter is that he goes live on his live, but he's also then live on somebody else's panel. And then he'll drop the link in his chat for you to leave his channel and go to the channel that he's on the panel of. It's the craziest darn strategy. It's the anti-YouTube strategy. But it works. And now that he's doing the sleep streams, I'm wondering, is he trying to get watch hours? Or a different Iron Man shirt each day of the week back in the 80s? I knew guys that were like that with like Rush. Or yes, even. That's right. So let's get going. These slackers. They better bring in tardy slips. All right, question number 1. Oh, that's funny, Mike. I bet you see a lot of yourself in some of your students. Question number 1. Three's a company theme, as well as classic songs such as Being Green, C is for Cookie, and Sing. Later, a number 3 hit for the Carpenters. This composer also wrote for television shows such as The Electric Company, Shining Time Station. Who are they written by? Also wrote Dr. Seuss specials. Do you know the theme writer for Three's Company theme? And C is for Cookie. And it ain't easy being green. Nope. No answers. That was Joe Raposo. But he wrote mainly for, there's Vinny. Hey, Vinny. Do we give him a point since he was late, or do we have to take one away? Do you bring a tardy note from your wife, Vinny? Did your dog eat it? All right. Question number 2. He wrote the themes. Question number 2. He wrote the themes Dark Star, Assault on Precinct 13, The Thing, Christine, Big Trouble in Little China, Prince of Darkness, They Live, In the Mouth of Madness, and Escape from New York, and Halloween. Who was the composer of all those themes? Any guessers? No guesses? That would be John Williams. He was so prolific. He was the Danny Elfman of, the 80s, I would say. And let's see, some of 74, 76, most of his stuff like Christine, The Thing, Big Trouble in Little China. I think Escape from New York and Halloween may have been earlier too. maybe more 80s. But yeah, John Williams. All right. Now I knew this one and I knew like the method of my madness. I come up with a list and then I come up with the trivia. So I knew I was going to do this person with this specific kind of question. But here we go. Question number 3. He composed the film scores of Mystic River, $1 Million Baby, Flags of Our Fathers, Grace is Gone, Changeling, Hereafter, J. Edgar, and the original piano compositions for In the Line of Fire. Do, 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 do. Way off key. He composed the film score. $1 Million Baby, was that a boxing thing? It would have been Clint Eastwood. Clint Eastwood composed all those film scores. And I believe he also probably directed those. But yes, he is big into jazz and blues and all that type of music. All right. A lot of his movies are very good. All right, number 4, Tubular Bells from The Exorcist is the debut studio album by the British musician Mike Oldfield, released on the 25th of May, 1973. As the first album on Virgin Records, actually. It comprised 2 mostly instrumental tracks where all 40 instruments were played by Oldfield. How old was he when he recorded Tubular Bells? Well, and, he's honored by, I forget which honor was bestowed to him by Japan because of all the remakes of the Kurosawa movies. Seven Samurai and those other movies he did. Trying to think of them. I think The Good, Bad, and the Ugly was originally a Kurosawa film redone. But yeah. All right. So he was, y'all could guess ages here. I didn't even get a guess for ages. Mike Oldfield, when he composed or recorded Tubular Bells, he was 19 years old. 19. So his second 70s, so it was released. The anniversary is coming up of Tubular Bells, since the release was May 25th, 1973. But his 72nd birthday is May 15th, is coming up as well. Oh, yeah. There probably is a punk band named The Good, Bad, and Ugly, or at least some band. Oh, y'all will be happy to know Chris did dishes early tonight. I think y'all guilted him. Oh, Mike with the bad puns. Gosh. Oh, no. All right. This theme song's lyrics include the verse, Oh, and this is a TV theme song. So I'll give you a hint right off the bat. It includes the verse, when you let them flirt and then you hurt, awaiting when your date is late and showing up. You're growing up. Which theme song includes those lyrics? When you let them flirt and then you hurt. That's right. You let them flirt. And then you hurt. Because it's all your dang fault. Waiting when your date is late. You didn't walk away and go back inside and like call the guy down the street. You just went right in. Or you just kept waiting for your late date. And you're growing up. That shows you're growing up. That would be the facts of life. No wonder we're all screwed up. There you go, Hike with Mike. I'll give it to you. Oh, gosh. That is why we are all screwed up. Listening to crap like that growing up. Subliminally. Because none of us remembered those lyrics. That is so messed up, though. I was like, oh, gosh. But I knew out of all these, questions, I would find one lyric that was really, really messed up. That I know there are more out there, but but I knew there was one. And this was it, for sure, for sure. Question number 6. Lalo Schifrin composed this ironic theme in just 3 minutes after an initial March-style version was rejected. Lalo Schifrin composed this iconic theme in just 3 minutes after an initial March-style version was rejected. There you go, Mike. I don't even remember what it is. Star Wars. Dun, 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 dun. I don't even remember that one either. I fell asleep at Star Wars. This answer would be well, y'all asked for a second go at the thing. No, not Star Wars. Lalo Schifrin. It would have been 1960s, maybe 70s, late 60s, early 70s TV show. Yeah. I don't think my husband's seen Star Wars either. He hasn't seen E.T. He hasn't seen... I don't think he saw Gremlins. No, it was Mission Impossible. And I don't know if this is true because I don't know Morse code, but apparently part of the dun 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 dun. Well, it said the first part, and I'm like, is that just the dun dun? But apparently dun dun is M, maybe. I don't know. Hey, Kimbers, good to see you. You just hang out, honey. Send me an email if you want me to visit you coming up. I don't know if you got my email. Did I send you an email? I sent you a message. I think I replied to one of your comments. But anyway, let me know if you want to have lunch or something. We'll see if we can schedule that. Get that scheduled. My treat. But so yeah, it was Mission Impossible. Was composed in just 3 minutes, which is crazy. Which is crazy. It's such an iconic piece. But just let me know, Kimbers. We have a little bit of time. Next question, number 7. Thank You for Being a Friend, written by Andrew Maurice Gold, was the theme song to which TV show? Thank You for Being a Friend, written by Andrew Maurice Gold, who was the theme song to which TV show? There you go. Simple Happy Life is on the board. All right. We got Mike with 1, Vinny with 1, and Simple with 1. Mike, you have 1 or you have 2? Sometimes I go over my lines and then it looks like 2 lines. I need to quit doing that. It's 1. It's 1, dang it. All right. He was with some other bands too. He was with Brindle with a Y. Wax. And he also did Linda Ronstadt. He was a musician behind a lot of her hits, actually. Andrew Gold was. He had some one-hit wonder too. I think it must have been Thank You for Being a Friend. Yeah, I got you down for 1. So it's Vinny 1, Mike 1, Simple 1. This theme song has an iconic bass line. This theme song has an iconic bass line. That's weird, Vinny. Maybe see if have there been other complaints in the Samsung forum. That is right, Hike with Mike. Barney Miller. That's so weird, Vinny. You know what's happened with me is like I'm on T-Mobile network with Metro PCS, and I have to like turn off mobile data a lot. Like, and then if I'm out and about now, it goes into mobile. It does not want to do anything over the internet mobile. You might be able to get a web page, but you can't do reply to comments through mobile data. They've shut that down. So irritating for us YouTubers. All right. Question number 9. Gonna Have a Good Time is the name of this TV cartoon theme song. Gonna Have a Good Time is the name of this cartoon TV theme song. Yeah, right, Mike. A lot of desk and paperwork. And a lot of BS. It's not like that, I never was big into a lot of shows. I did like First 48. I like seeing how detectives like get into the mind of the criminals and stuff, and the interrogation part of it. Yes, Vinny, you have got it. Fat Albert. Yeah, First 48 is a great show. And I like it too because it's not like a whole lot of blood and guts, and it's not like a lot of the crime shows that get you so emotionally drawn into the case. Oh, really? Simple Happy Life? That's too funny. That's too funny. Because I never watched The Office when it came out, but my dad was a huge fan. He was a huge fan. I think he had all the CDs or something. I don't know. But when he was in hospice at my house, well, I think it was before hospice, but when he was sick and he was living with us, he got me watching The Office. Oh my gosh, that show was funny because we didn't do much but go to the hospital, go to doctors, come home. That was it. So I did watch TV with him then. That's what he was able to do. Freaks and Geeks. I don't think I ever saw that show. The Office is worth watching, Kimbers. It looks stupid, kind of, but it is funny because it's one of those shows that it will make you laugh out loud. So I never watched Seinfeld. Never watched it except for the last episode. Yeah, I think you would like The Office, Kimbers. It's just goofy. Benny. My dad would do that all the time. It'd get me good. Oh my gosh. Too funny. Too funny. And of course, I like Dwight. You know, here's the man you love to hate. And what was Dwight's his brother's name or cousin? Who was it? That weirdo. That was hilarious. Anyway. All right. Question number 10. This composer for the themes to Hill Street Blue, Law and Order, The A-Team, and more is the most prolific composer of TV shows. Themes. This composer for themes to Hill Street Blues, Law and Order, A-Team, and more is the most prolific composer of TV theme shows. Stanley was awesome. Kurt not fart. Yes, very good. Mike Post, actually, Mike. Good name. Good thing your name isn't Bob, and I asked you to smell it backwards. Mike Post is the answer, Mike. So you get the point. You've got 3, Vinny's got 2, and Simple has got 1. Lalo Schifrin. Lalo Schifrin was way back when. Lalo Schifrin was Mission Impossible, question number 6. What are you taking tonight, Vinny? All right. Let's see. Question number 11. Oh, I like this. This was interesting. Johnny Cash released a single of this theme song with Pick a Bale of Cotton on the B-side, ironically. Johnny Cash released a single of this theme song with Pick a Bale of Cotton on the B-side, ironically. I was kind of shocked with this. Maybe get out of YouTube and then come back in. Or sometimes if you hit the icon and it'll bring you up to speed. You may be lagging a bit. Johnny Cash released a single of this theme song with Pick a Bale of Cotton on the B-side. Should we wait for Vinny? Give it a minute. I like the name Lalo Schifrin, though. Ah, that's crazy, Vinny. My antivirus program, for some reason, says I paused it when I don't think I ever paused it. I think I have 2 antivirus running anyway. I don't need 2. I'm afraid to delete one because it may be tied into something else that's, from when I got the phone. When I got the phone, it had two virus things. Stupid. Man, that sucks, Vinny. Which model do you have, Vin? I have the 21 FE and I didn't have any problem. I had problems with the other upgrades with the spell check, whatever, or a Google upgrade after that or something. It went wonky. It's been better. It's getting a little better. The spell check thing is, or spell correction, whatever. Oh, yeah. My friend Angela Critters just got the newest version too, Vinny. I'll have to see if she's having issues. Or if you want to contact her, you can tell her I said to contact her. You know Angela Critters from here. Just tell her you heard she has the latest phone and you're wondering if she's having problems too. She's cool. She's really cool. But anyway, it was Bonanza. Bonanza actually had lyrics to it. But I thought it was ironic that Johnny Cash frickin' did a song of Pick a Bale of Cotton when, I guess his DNA showed that his family had some African American ancestors in it. And I believe, weren't they slaves as well? I guess his daughter found out later, I believe. I think he knew, but when she did her, what is that DNA show with Lewis Gates? I think she did. Anyway, yeah, very interesting. Very interesting. But yeah, I think June Carter Cash, right? So if you can, Henry Louis Gates, June Carter Cash. I think it's what is that show? Finding My Roots or something. I think it was that one that where they found his ancestors or whatever. All right, moving on. Question number 12. Does the theme from Batman have more do's? All right, listen up now. Does the theme from Batman have more do's than Journey has Nas? Does the theme from Batman have more do's than Journey have Nas in Lovin', Touchin', and Squeezin'? Yes, A Simple Happy Life. Apparently, from my research, he did sing Bonanza, and on the flip side was Pick a Bale of Cotton. Vinny, you going to weigh in on this? Does the theme from Batman have more do's than Journey's lovin', touchin', squeezin' have Nas? All right. So, Kimbers, you're going to weigh in on this? Are you going to settle this once and for all? Are there more do's in Batman's theme than Nas in Journey's Lovin', Touchin', Squeezin'? No. There are more Nas in Journey's Lovin', Touchin', Squeezin' than there are do's in Batman, because there are no do's and there are no Nas in Batman. It was purely instrumental, but in our head, right? Oh, was it on Bimbo Barbarella's channel? I think so. On one of the College of Knowledge episodes, I think Bimbo, myself, and Chris had colonoscopies all within the same time period. And what do? I come in with the Batman mask, which I have. I can prove I have it. And she started talking about the colonoscopy stuff. And I had the Batman mask. And yeah. And it was like, do, Batman. No. No, it does not. Does it? That's just the guitar, Vinny. Yeah, but now you have gorgeous salt and pepper hair, Mike. So, Steve Perry, I don't think has that. Does it? I'm going to have to listen to it afterwards. But Journey still wins out. They have more Nas. How many Nas? Only Chris knows. Your beard is longer than your hair. Have you then not posted a video of yourself then in a while, Mike? There are 154 Nas. The phrase na 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 is repeated 22 times in each verse, and the verse is repeated 7 times. So there you go. 154 Nas and living, touching, squeezing. I used to be like that, Mike. Now, I don't care. Nobody cares what you look like. Nobody cares what you look like. I gave up on that. And as bad as my body image has always been of myself, because I'm human. I would say, I think for a 62-year-old who doesn't color their hair or anything like that, I think I look pretty good for a 62-year-old. I wish I had the younger body. I wish my body felt as good as I looked for 62. But there are some people I look at and I'm like, wow, they're younger than me. Yeah, I get it, Mike. But oh, please, Kimbers, please. I'm not lovely. I'm just not hating myself. You know, I could have a lot deeper wrinkles for the hardest life as I've had in my past. I could have like deeper wrinkles. I could have darker, like a lot more gray. I could have a lot more wrong with me than what I do. Yes, I am the class of 81. I would have been the class of 81, but my mom made me drop out because she couldn't afford me. So I left home at, 16, went to live in Los Angeles. Oh, thanks, Kimbers. Thanks, Kimbers. But on the other hand, I will say, like, as far as photography goes, like, I love photography of people with really deep wrinkle creases. And like, I like people that look like they've lived, you know? I'm not there yet. Body wise, I am. Looks wise, not so much yet. That's a coming though. Because every day I see like a little more, a little more, a little more. I can't open my eyes as wide anymore. I'm ready for all those eye lifts that they talk about doing. Because Medicaid pays for that. My problem is they said I'd have to have a brow lift before they could take my eyes and open them up anymore. And I think I have to pay for that out of pocket. I'm like, ugh. I mean, insurance will cover the lid stuff, but it won't cover the brow lift, I don't think. Mike, you've earned every one of them. So I don't even do my eyebrows. Like I have commas for eyebrows. Like this one has a little bit more hair. It goes out to about here almost, but this is just a comma. It's just like, it's like, let's just bracket these wrinkles right here. We're going to accentuate that. That's right, a simple life. I don't know. So I'm wondering if I get my lids done underneath because I have a ton of skin under here. And insurance will pay for that, and they'll pay for all this skin too. They won't pay. I don't know if they I haven't been to the plastic surgeon. I guess I need to go because my vision is getting really messed up. And that's the only thing. If I because somebody said, "Oh, you have your dad's eyes," I would keep my dad's eyes forever, but I can't see. My peripheral vision is messed up. Yeah, I don't want to eye lift. I just want this excess skin done. And I don't even care if I ever have brows. Heck, I could shave this off. I don't care. I should have told him, just take them off. Like, take that with the skin and be done with the eyebrows. I don't even have to draw them on. I can look like an alien. Yeah, that's what I have, hooded eyes. Yeah, you have no eyelid whatsoever, but it messes up your peripheral vision. So, like, I can't even see this hand until it's all the way up here. So, yeah, getting old sucks. But yeah, Medicaid does pay for it. Insurance pays for it if you're having vision issues. All right. Let's go on. Question number 13. That was intermission. Simple Life got her smoothie. She is the smoothie queen. What kind of smoothie did you get, Simple Life? Yeah, I didn't know. Kimber's time I went to my doctor. He asked if I was having issues with my peripheral vision. I was like, yes. He's like, oh, they can pay for that. Ooh. Oh, mango, J-Lo, J-Lo, mango, J-Lo, mango. Have you ever seen that Saturday Night Live? I think that is so hilarious. It's so stupid, but so hilarious. At the end, when J-Lo and Mango get into it. Anyway, question number 13. I don't know why I like that, but it's so stupid and funny. But Chris Kattan is so crazy in that character. I know, Mike. I know. I know. I quit hiking when I fell on or tripped over a root. I was going hiking because I had hip issues. And I was like trying to work that hip and get exercise and because I was getting steroid injections in it and stuff and it was so painful. So I thought hiking is the best PT I could do. But yeah, then I tripped on a root and fell on that hip. So I'm like, just no. Like I keep falling, like falling off ladders, falling off the house, falling on, my hip is just doomed. So yeah. Yeah. But you're lucky in Florida, it's pretty flat. You have cypress knees for the most part, some oak roots, but for the most part, it's flat. Here you have the rocks, you have bear scat, you have the roots, you have everything. Well, I think she's gotten a bad reputation. I don't follow people like that. They're human. They're human. I'm not a fan of a lot of people because they're just crappy. Yeah. No, I carried bear spray. I carried bear spray. I don't mess around with that. And kept aware of where the wind was coming from. So where I would have to know, like, how am I gonna have to run around this bear to then shoot him? So I don't knock myself out too. But that was also I think that about this time I fell. We were on a trail up north and it was fall and I'm always more heightened aware on fall and spring because hibernation and yeah, we were up there. There's a big fresh pile of bear scat. And my husband's like, yeah, let's just keep going. And I'm like, no, no, I'm not going to go following behind a bear. Are you kidding? No, no, I'm not going to test the bear spray. No, no, no. Oh my gosh, Mike. I'd be terrified. Now I was camping primitive in the middle of nowhere and I heard a deer get attacked by a bear near the tent. That was terrifying enough. That was really terrifying. But yeah, wildlife, yeah, you're in their neighborhood. So I was telling somebody in the neighborhood was going to their car the other night and they had their ring on. It showed them like shutting their car door, and then all of a sudden there was one, oh, oh, oh. And then all of a sudden it sounded like 50 coyotes howling in the neighborhood at the same time, like midnight. It was insane. Insane, but that's the neighborhood I live in. There's so many houses being built that their areas are getting encroached on at a terrible rate. All right, question number 13. It's the place to be. Question number 13. It's the place to be. Yeah, Mike. For certain. For certain. I'm glad I was good to see that down there on the uh Timiami Trail that they put those overpasses in for the animals to cross over the roads. That's nice. Nope, not Three's Company. It's the place to be. Do. Yeah, wildlife corridors. Those were pretty cool. We went out down there after, I forget which hurricane it was, like 3 years ago. Things are still pretty torn up down there. No. Y'all gonna make me hum it? Do I have to hum it? You're gonna kick yourself. Dun dun dun. Dun dun dun. Is the place to be. Living is a life for me. There you go, Vinny. I know I've been there hike with Mike. Is it also though, is it goes over 75 in Ocala? Is it also a bike path though? Like, do people walk it? I'm gonna have to take note next time I go through there because I go down that way all the time. I'm going either 95 down or I have to take 75 to even hit the turnpike. So no matter where I'm going, I'm usually 75 or 95. But usually it's 75 and I take the turnpike down. Mhm. I know they have one little spot and they said, get ready to stop for congestion. It's probably that area in there. I don't know. The university exits over there. Question number 14. What is the name of Beverly Hillbillies theme song? Question number 14. What is the name of the Beverly Hillbillies theme song? Do, do, do. The Ballad of Judd Clampett. Terrific, Vinny. All right. Are you ready? This is going to take some keyboard work here. Spell supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. Spell supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. Vinny. Vinny has a point. All right, just switching it up just a little bit. All right, here we go. Here is some song lyrics for this theme to a movie. Here we go. Terrorist, your game is through because now you're going to have to answer to America. Name that theme song movie or the movie of that theme song. No, it is not Captain America. Good guess. Terrorist, your game is through because now you're going to have to answer to America. All right, Vinny, I'm going to have to give it to you. Did Simple Life like out because she didn't want to spell supercalifragilistic, or is she going to bed? She eat her smoothie and leave. Screw you guys, I'm going home. You're right, Vinny. It is the South Park movie. Team America, World Police. America, F yeah. Here today, the motherfucking band. Oh. Hypertech posting stuff when I'm live. How dare he? All right, just want to make sure a simple happy life. How's that smoothie? Sounds delicious. That's right, Benny. That was a great movie. I laughed so freaking hard. So freaking hard. Now that's one movie I'll go. Any Kevin Smith movie, I will go see. In fact, or Trey Parker, Matt Stone, either one of those. I'm sorry, I have to pretty much go out opening day to those movies. That was a funny movie. I'm glad you're enjoying your smoothie. What did you say you get at Smoothie King? Do you also get like a strawberry? I can't remember. Do you get any protein or any vitamin shots or any of that stuff in there? The song, number 17, the song The Ballad of Gilligan's Isle tells the story of whom? The song The Battle of Gilligan's Isles tells the story of whom? Oh yeah. I went to see the movie Good Hair. It was a documentary about African American hair that was done by Chris Rock. And I heard an interview on the radio that he was making this movie. Like his dad was like, I think he said his daughter came to him and was like, "Why do I have such bad hair, Daddy?" And she was only in like preschool or something. And he felt bad, so he kind of like decided to research and do a documentary on good hair. I went to see that at the theater too, opening day. It was hilarious. You know who got the Reverend Al Sharpton to straighten his hair was James Brown. Hmm. James Brown. But that was a funny documentary about hair. It was so well done. No, it was about Gilligan, the skipper. Yep, Simple Happy Life. Got it. Happy Millionaire and his wife, the movie star, the professor, Marianne. I get to hear the way I just sang that. I get to hear Chris Bliss singing that. He has that piratey kind of song anyway. hung out with Chris Bliss on Honners few days back, I guess. So congratulations on that, Simple Life. That smoothie must be giving you some energy, making your brain work. You have brain power. Number 18, are you ready? What is the name of Sanford and Sons theme song? What is the name of Sanford and Sons theme song? Oh, if you don't know the name. Good guess, Mike. The junkyard theme. The junkyard dog. All right, if you don't know the name of the song, can you come up with the composer of the theme song to Sanford and Son? If you've never heard LaWanda Page, who played Aunt Esther, do a stand-up comedy routine, go check that out on YouTube. Oh my gosh. She was probably one of the, how do I put it, bawdiest, risqueest. I mean, if you've ever seen the documentary The Aristocrats, Aunt Esther's stand-up comedy was right up there with The Aristocrats documentary type joke. I'll just say that. Menard Ferguson. Oh, you know what? I haven't heard that name in forever. Hike with Mike. You're big, Jabby. It was Quincy Jones, and the name of the theme song is The Street Beater. The Street Beater, which is an interesting name. I wonder if that was for the car or if he was inspired by I didn't know that. I was looking at Maynard Ferguson because I hadn't heard that name probably since I'd left Florida 40 years ago. And I was like, well, was he a Florida musician? No. He was Canadian jazz trumpeter and band leader. Came to prominence in the Stan Keaton's Orchestra before forming his own band. Born in Quebec, Canada, and died in Ventura, California. See, and then I go down the rabbit hole. So I'm going to stop. But that answers my question. He was not from Florida. I'm getting better discipline too in writing my trivia and not getting down rabbit holes too far. Sometimes I'll struggle with a good trivia question, and then I may go down a little bit deeper in the rabbit hole. But sometimes if I go too deep, I'm like, okay, then we're just going to scrap this question. Yeah, and I'm trying to think of why. Yeah, I think he played Florida an awful lot. Maybe he lived down there in the wintertime. I didn't go dig that deep into the isn't there a high school or something named Menard Ferguson too, or a street or something? I want to say there's stuff named in his honor even when I was a kid down there. like pre-segregation. I had heard of them. So I don't know. I know my dad had definitely had albums of his. So, but yeah. All right. Thanks for bringing that memory up, Mike. It's been a long time since I'd heard of him. Yeah, I know where Dunedin is. Oh, yeah. Yeah. We were talking about the Newport Jazz Festival too, because Chris Bliss, the official Chris Bliss, he's a musician with a YouTube channel. He didn't think that, like he was talking about Newport and he was talking about, yeah, they have a big jazz festival here every year. He's like, a lot of people don't know about it. It's becoming more popular. I was like, Mahalia Jackson did an album live at Newport 1958. She was a gospel singer. And that was, I think she won an award, a Grammy maybe, for that live album performance at the Newport Jazz Festival. But yeah, my dad was a jazz drummer, um, so yeah, we had a lot of jazz in our house, a lot of everything in our house, rock, jazz, classical, a lot of classical. Oh yeah, nice. Miles Davis, he's good too. He's good. He gets played a lot in this house. But usually Chris selects the music, so now it's mostly classical is what's being played in the house these days. And I'm good with that too. I like classical music. All right. Question number 19. Neighbors are people. This is a lyric question. This is 68 to 64. Yeah, right. Yeah. Neighbors are people who are close to us, and friends are people who are close to our hearts. I like to think of you as my neighbor and my friend. Those lyrics are from what show? Neighbors are people who are close to us, and friends are people who are close to our hearts. I like to, yes, Mike. Way to go, Mike. Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood. Question number 20. What is the title of the Andy Griffith Show theme song? Question number 20. What is the name of the Andy Griffith Show theme song? The whistle song. The great whistle test. My grandfather was a beautiful whistler. I used to love, and there's some people have a beautiful whistle. The whistle song. It was called The Fishing Hole. The Fishing Hole. And it actually has lyrics too, like Bonanza, that Johnny Cash sang. Uh, And let's see, where are they? It's quite long, actually. Well, now take down your fishing pole and meet me at the fishing hole. You may not get a bite all day, but don't you rush away. What a great place to rest your bones, and a mighty find for skipping stones. You feel fresh as the lemonade, a setting in the shade. There you go. Ooh, pull up a weed to chaw. Y'all ever hear that expression, chaw? You know what chawing is? Got to chew like you chew on a piece of straw. You got chaw on it. Southernisms. So interesting. All right. Last final question. Question number 21. What is the name of the theme from Alfred Hitchcock's Presents? What is a theme from Alfred Hitchcock Presents? It is not Chopin. But did you see my short where when the pollen was really thick, I did a video and put it to Chopin's Polonaise? That was very clever. That I got a lot of views off of that video. I think people were amused. Chopin, yeah. I like Mozart. I like Chopin. I like a lot of them. Bach's son, Beethoven. It was actually the name of the theme from Alfred Hitchcock Presents is Funeral March of a Marionette. So the composer would be Charles Gounod. Gounod. He was French, of course. Charles Gounod. So there you go. And that concludes tonight's game. And our winner is, drum roll please, Vinny. Yay, Vinny, you got 6. And you were almost beating my mic. And then we had Simple Life on the board. Terrific game, folks. So I know, Mike, you're anxiously waiting to see what your prize is tonight. It is a skewer. See, now this is a great, this would have been a great gift for Vinny. I mean, for Mike, actually, because see, if he was in the woods, he could start a fire with this. He could roast a marshmallow with this. And he could skewer a chipmunk and roast it. I mean, it's just a versatile tool. You could pick your nose with it. You could pick your ears with it, you know. I know, Mike. So, Vinny, I mean, Mike might want to buy it from you. It sounds like he might be jealous that he didn't get this. I mean, he's just saying mean, LOL. I mean, I don't know how to interpret that. Could mean anything. So, you know, this is like the Leatherman tool. This one little stick. You know, most chopsticks are made in the US. Or they used to be. They're probably made in China now. Honor skewered. Honor, we missed you tonight, honey. Where you been? Sleeping with your shirt off with the camera rolling? Simple Life's telling stories on you. No, I did roll by one night when you were sleeping on the sofa. Are you doing sleep videos now and you didn't even tell us? I mean, come on, Hunter. You gotta let us know when you change your format. People might be into sleeping. That reminds me, I need to get that Mickey Mouse glove. I need to find one of those inflated, like Mickey Mouse gloves for when Sam comes in the next time. Or do you think I scared Sam off? Do you think he'll ever come back? See, he may have left before I said that. But you all know who I'm talking about. Should I get Sam's glove? Get a giant glove, like an inflatable, like Mickey Mouse type glove. Take this, honey. You know you want it. Oh my gosh. I'm going too far. I need sleep. Oh, Sam Gloves. He's the guy who has the glove fetish that stops in every now and then. You don't remember him? I'll always ask if we have gloves, if we're wearing any gloves. Do you have gloves? I mean, it reminds me of Brock. Brock used to have a thing for silk, and he'd come into Bimbo Show all the time. Like, do you ladies have any silk that you can wear, or do you wear any silk, or do you have any silk lingerie on, or any of that stuff? Ah, Hunter. Oh, Hunter, you're so funny. I think your brain is skewed, Hunter. How many beers in are you? Oh gosh. Yeah, I need to get but I have a whole rack of props. I have a closet and I have one of those big like metal racks that I put my plants on. I have a whole line of masks and hats and all kinds of props there. Oh, he comes in every now and then, Kimbers. I think he's popped into my lives maybe like 4 times or so. Let's see. See, inflatable mouse glove. Oh yeah, that's what I need. They sell them at the Disney store. They sell them at sell them at Spirit Halloween too. Let me see. I'll share my screen. Yeah. So y'all think I should buy some of these these oversized gloves to put on for next time he comes in and surprise him. That'd kind of be funny. Anyway. Does it have me back here? It does. Yay. But yeah, I should get those gloves for Sam. He might enjoy it. So what's everybody got going on this week? What's it going on this weekend? I'm hoping to get the gardens going this weekend. Hunter, you're not going to believe what's going to go on over here this week. You won't believe it. The next 2 weeks are going to be crazy. Going to be like night and day. And I just want to thank my Social Security checks for rolling in. Good night, Simple Life. How do you drink a smoothie and go to bed? All that sugar. I'd be wired. I'm wired after these shows. Oh my gosh. Mother's Day. Oh yeah, Mother's Day is coming up. Are you a mother? Do you have any kids, Simple Life? I'm a complete mother. So I really celebrate big time. Chris is a complete mother as well. Well, he vacillates between being a complete mother to being a half a mother, you know. Oh, yeah, you have Mother's Day, 85. Wow, Hunter. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Yeah, I'm having Chris's mother over, and we're doing a cookout. I've got some ribeye, I've got some skirt steak. We're just gonna have a meat fest. I'm gonna make she's on keto, so I'm gonna do have you seen that palmini linguine? It's like palm, but it's like a linguine instead of pasta. That's vegetable. But I'm gonna take that and I'm gonna make some butternut Alfredo sauce for that, and I'm gonna bake it like a casserole. So I hope it's ridiculously good. I hope for a keto dish, and then I'm gonna make a keto creme brulee. I'm gonna make it's not really keto, but she's kind of it's Mother's Day. She'll cheat a little bit. I've always wanted to make those asparagus wrapped in prosciutto, and then you wrap that in phyllo dough. So it's really crunchy and you bake it. And that's like an appetizer. So I'm probably going to have that, some green olives. There's really nice green olives that aren't so briny and salty. They're really meaty. And what else? I'm making all the steaks. I'm making that palmini dish. And then I'm going to make some Brussels sprouts with chorizo. Yeah. And then we have a really good bottle of French champagne that Chris picked up to celebrate. And that's what we're doing. And she's bringing me a tomato, another tomato. So, no, she's an awesome mother in law. So I'm happy to do that. We are very fortunate to have a really good mother in law. Right? I had to do something with those mozzarella pearls. And so I was aware of that restaurant and how famous that Italian meatloaf dish is that they do. And so I was like, wow, it's Italian. These mozzarella balls would be good in it. And I didn't have the sausage that they did their recipe with. So I just kind of basically made a sausage with the meat I had thawed with the spices. Hey, Sharon, how are you doing, girl? We had tonight. It's been a crazy day with physical therapy and stuff. So I just made. I just smoked two big pork butts. So it was a lot of meat, and so then I freeze that in packs. So I just had smoked pork butt on buns, whole wheat buns, and then I wanted to try. I'm not a big French fry person. And I'm not a big fried anything person, but I find myself in my older age liking easier meals. I don't know. But I ran to the store real quick because I had to get I'm meeting a girlfriend for lunch tomorrow. Oh, yeah. And I'm having barbecue tomorrow too. Oh, well. But I had to pick up something for her. So, yeah, I just picked up some frozen French fries. Chris likes French fries. I'm not a fan of most French fries. Oh, thanks, Kimbers. Yeah, Chris really liked it. Chris liked it. Sharon took her message and went home. Sharon, I said hi. Did you hear me say hi? I feel bad. I think I said, hey, girl, how's it going? But Maybe you didn't realize it was towards you. Sorry, Sharon. Yeah, I don't know. For me, I like them really, really crispy, but not, I don't know. Crispy, crinkle French fries are my favorite, usually. Or I like if a European fried, like they fry it once, parboil it, kind of par fry it, and then they fry it again, a second fry. Those are good. As long as it's not fried poorly and it's absorbing a lot of grease, then no. Oh, okay, Sharon. No, no. I asked how you been. How you been doing? I hope you didn't miss me. Because sometimes I don't, have parentheses or you can't see how my mind is working. But up here it's saying, oh, Sharon just left a message. Communicate with her. Hey, how's it going, girl? Without the thought of, oh, there are other girls here. She may think you're talking to one of them. No, it was you, Sharon, that whole time. Wouldn't that be great though if you had like you could project how your mind was calculating the situation on the screen? Is that what AI is going to bring us to? So that everyone can understand us better? Sharon, I think lately we've all had about enough. About enough of those nonsense. But there are people in our community, we have friends and stuff too that, there's always somebody, I always have to remind myself, there's always somebody else out there that has it worse than I do. And then I find gratitude from that. So I'm not saying you're not grateful. I'm just saying that I just like that's how I try to keep my sanity. Like it's just stay positive and find things to be thankful for. Even if it's sometimes I got to be thankful for stupid things like, wow, I'm really lucky that I can buy napkins or, I'm really lucky that I can pay my cell phone bill. Sometimes it seems insignificant, but then you got to think that there are a lot of people that can't do stuff like that. So I don't know. It may seem silly, but I don't know. I think if you don't find something to be thankful for and something to be grateful for, then life can really suck. It can. And I don't care. People think I'm disillusioned, that I live in this Pollyanna world or whatever. Like, that's okay with me because I'm happy here. So if it brings me happiness, that's why I always said, I don't care what anybody wants to do, what their lifestyle is. Sam Gloves, I kind of want to play with him. If that makes him over the top happy in life, that if somebody has a glove and he can find joy in that or whatever, good for him. Really good for him. You know, um, I don't know that I haven't always been blessed. I will say that it's been a tough freaking road. It has been tough. There have been times where I thought I would not live to see the next day. For certain. And somehow I manage. Somehow, some reason, somehow I manage. So now that's why I have all the aches and pains in my body. They say I've been road wet and rode hard and thrown up wet. What is that saying? What is that saying? That's how I feel these days. Rode hard and put up what? originates from horse riding and describes neglecting a horse after a strenuous ride, leaving it unkept and uncooled. It's a metaphor for someone or something being worked very hard without proper care or attention after the work is done. Oh, well, it can be used in the more sexual content. The core meaning relates to neglecting a horse's well being after a ride. I didn't think about it in the sexual content, but yeah. That's what I said. I was talking to somebody the other day. I said, you can have $1 million. The only difference between the person with $1 million and the person with $10 is zeros. You know, you still have the same aches, pains, heartaches, deaths, birthdays, celebrations, disappointments that we all do. Money doesn't get you off the hook, you know. Yeehaw for sure. Mrs. Hopkins, you are so late. The show is over. We're just talking about crap, gratitude and stuff. Mama B knows about gratitude. She's lived a long life, you know? She's lived a good long life and relatively healthy. Yeah. How's your week going, Mrs. Hopkins? I hope it's going decent. I bet it's already hot as Hades out there. But yeah, what have I got going on the rest of the week? I guess just trying to get ready for Mother's Day. I'm going to prepare some stuff because I'm going to make some chimichurri to go on this steak. Um, the creme brulee, I can make that on Friday. I may go live. Should I go live Friday and do my Baskin Robbins cake? I used to love those as a kid for my birthday. Oh my gosh. Well, it was Caravel, and then it was Baskin Robbins was number 2. But ice cream cake was always good. But I like the ice cream cakes that actually have cake in them, not just all ice cream. Some places do them, some places don't. Swenson's did pies. We did ice cream pies. We didn't do cakes. You too, Sharon. Good seeing you. Hope you have a good rest of the week and a good weekend. But yeah, I'm just going to be busy, busy, busy as heck getting stuff done. And I think I think I'm getting all those garden beds in. I keep forgetting how many ordered. 9 garden beds, raised garden beds in Saturday, I think. I may start putting those together while Chris and the other guy work on the other garden. I don't know. Again, it all depends on the weather. It all depends on the weather. So, but we've got all the fencing is in, all the T-posts are in now, all the materials are in except for some landscape agricultural fabric and the garden beds. And that's it. Everything else is in. We're ready to rock and roll on the new gardens. Anytime now, anytime. But yeah. So y'all, hope you have a good one. Mrs. Hopkins, are you hosting Dan's mom too, I take it? Are you doing all the cooking? It should be a good time. Are the kids coming over too? Are your kids coming over? It should be fun. I mean, we're going to have my mother-in-law and her roommate. Oh, very cool, Mrs. Hopkins. Yeah, her roommate is going to come too. So I'll have company of two. But the good thing is they're not picky. So I told my mother-in-law already. Oh, that's right. Because she wanted to bring her roommate's dog. And she's like, oh, we'll clean up the floor or anything. I'm like, look, I'm not, we're doing gardening and stuff this weekend. My floor is not getting cleaned before dinner. So don't expect that. So bring the dog and the dog can have fun. I'll clean it next week. So that's what we're doing. Ty gets dog loving this weekend too. So I'm happy for that. I'd be really happy getting some dog loving. I get cat loving from the neighbor's cat. So, but what's Mark Kropka doing these days? I know he has done some lives more lately. And I know he did some videos. So, well, I'll just say, like, look for Mark Kropka every week. He can pop up playing music anytime. Anytime. What else do we got going on? September. Camp G-May every Saturday night. They just did Flower Fest. It was great. It was a great show. Many great performers came out and participated in Flower Fest. Those are always good times. Let me see what else we got on the calendar. I can't believe, can y'all believe it's already May? I mean, I need to go get a haircut, like my bi-yearly haircut. I need to go get my eyes checked. I've got a party to go to next weekend. And then Memorial Day weekend. Chris's birthday is coming up. That's all right. I'm going to celebrate all month. I got some andouille sausage. He likes jambalaya a lot. So I'm going to make him some jambalaya. He doesn't know it yet. So, but yeah, I got the stuff to do that today for him. And then, yeah, I don't know what else is coming up the rest of the week. Hopefully I'll make it through physical therapy. Hopefully they won't kill me. Hopefully I won't have to go in for surgery because I can't move my arm. But yeah, Mike's probably taken off because he's got school early tomorrow. Let me know when you want to pick up your skewer. Or if you want me to drive it down, tell me you want me to drive it down. I don't know if I'm going to get to Florida. I was going to try and get down there before mid-June. But with the garden and the pace things are going, I don't think that's going to happen. So I'm going to have to come down to Florida in the fall. Or late summer. I may come late summer, but after school comes back. Might be a good time to go down to Florida. So I'll do that. I'll definitely do that. So, and I will be coming up. I will be hitting both coasts, Mike. I'll be hitting the East Coast and West Coast. So, and I think that's it. So y'all have a good week. I'm going to close it down. I may go live. Oh no, tomorrow I have lunch with a girlfriend. Friday I may go live with some of my excuse me, with some of my Mother's Day prep. Because I can make the chimichurri ahead and I can make the creme brulee ahead. I just can't do the top on the creme brulee. And I don't know. I'll look to see if I can do anything else ahead of time. And then we'll do that together on Friday, maybe. Or I'll put out. I have a video of our date, our 27th anniversary. Chris and I went out. So I have that video to upload as well. So I don't know. We'll see. I'm either going live or I'm going to update that video of Chris and I going out on our anniversary date. So y'all take care. Love y'all very much. Thanks for coming. Thanks for hanging out. And we'll be back next week. Oh, next week, what are we doing for the theme for next week? What are we doing for music trivia? What would you like to do? Name it, name it. 60s, 70s, 80s, rock and roll, easy listening, love songs. Show me and Chris dancing. How about this, Hunter? When I come to visit you, we can dance and you can video us. And then you and I can dance and Chris can video you and I dancing. How's that, Hunter? It's coming up, Hunter. It's coming up. I'll be there when? Month and a half. We'll do it. We will do it. Love songs? Rock ballads? Should they be rock ballads? Should we do that? Are you going to be chair dancing, Hunter? All right. Cheesy rock ballads. Well, I mean, when you say ballads, it's going to be basically a love song. You know, for the most part. 99.9% of the time. Twerking on a chair. That's right, Hunter. Hunter's going to have, like, now we get to see him sleep all night, right? That's his live, Mrs. Hopkins, if you didn't know. He's doing sleep lives. So next thing you know, he's going to have an OnlyFans. Or you can watch him sleep and you can watch him twerk in a chair. That's the plan. I'm going to manage him. And I'll only charge you 2%, Hunter. Just like milk. I'll be milking you for 2%. Oh yeah. No, I remember that one. We were in that was when we were in Americus, Georgia. We did the civil rights thing and that was February 2 years ago. Yep. It was when Jimmy Carter announced that it was announced Jimmy Carter was going into hospice. Yeah. Yeah, Chris doesn't dance much. I was a dancer, but he wasn't much of a dancer. I'd have to drag him out to the dance floor when I would go to the clubs all the time. And then once we got married, I was just like, I'm going to the clubs. He's like, okay, see you later. But yeah, I didn't do that too much after we got married, you know, because then the ball and chain starts weighing heavy. Oh gosh. Oops, I plugged my phone in. I didn't mean to do that. Yeah, that was a fun trip. But you kept saying dance for me. Oh my gosh. And I told Chris, I'm like, we're dancing for Hunter. And he got up and did it. He's so easygoing. I forgot I had that quote from Mike pinned up there. People have probably been coming in the chat going, oh my gosh, what is up with these people? Oh gosh. All right, y'all. I'm tired. I need to go to bed early because I got to meet my friend early. I got to drive to meet my friend for lunch. And now that's funny. Our official anniversary is tomorrow. Uh, so I may stop and get him a gift. I don't know. I don't know. We'll see. We have spent so much money. But I'll get him a gift he might like. I don't know, but I buy him things that I think he'll like, the stuff I would like. I bought him some torches. I bought him a torch one year, like a hand torch you can burn stuff. And it just sat and sat and sat. And that comes with like the little gas canister. Well, then I bought him the giant torch. It has an end like this, like a flamethrower. And I bought him one of those. And that one, you use a propane tank with that flame thing. And he's never dang used them. Now he bought me a whole set of like a circular saw, a sawzall, a drill, all battery powered. I've used every one of those tools. Used every one of them. But yeah, he's funny like that. He is funny. So yeah, but we'll see. We will see. And all I have is my little creme brulee flamethrower. Oh yeah, that's the other thing. Mike, he has a self-defense tool here. This little skewer. You poke somebody's eye out, shove it up their nose, stick it into their brain. It's getting late. I need to go to bed. It's getting crazy. See, that's why I have to keep watching positive stuff, right? It's how easy I can slip into the negative side of life, to the gruesomeness that there is. Oh my gosh, that was dark. Oh gosh. All right, y'all. Be good. Kimber, send me an email if you want to try and meet up. We're hitting the road probably like, I don't know, a month and a half, somewhere in there. June, July. And he would love that sharp skewer. Who's part of the knitting? Well, she's not part of the knitting community, but Q is she has a crochet channel called My Fiber Fun. She's funny over there. She kills me. She referred people to go see this crocheter, and it's this girl who crochets, and she's into, I guess, goth type stuff. And so she's like, she did a shawl, and she's like, so it wouldn't be complete without a death moth. And then she has this pin, and she puts the death moth on the shawl, right? And so Q, in one of her videos, she came out and she's like, oh gosh, y'all got to go see that. Like, I hope she didn't put a curse on me or something. She had me laughing so bad that I had to go see what this woman was doing. And she's talking about putting a death moth to finish off her little shawl, right? So now every time Q has these little pins too, and what did she have? Like a smiley face or something? No, Q, you need a death moth. Like every shawl she makes, I'm going to say, it'd look great if it had a death moth on it. That's what y'all should do. Go over to Qstead, or go over to My Fiber Fun and find one of her videos and just say it'd look great if it had a death moth on it. Y'all would have her rolling. She's probably watching in the bushes. She probably just left. She's probably going to block me and all of y'all too. Right? Oh my god. I had to look up what a death moth is. So it's a moth. Now I don't know if it eats like wool fiber or whatever, but it has a skull. Like I think it's on the like that back between the head and the body, that little area there. There's a thing that looks like a skull. So it's called a death moth. Actually, it has a real proper name. But yeah, that was funny. But Q surprises me sometimes. That's why she's a resident hippie. She's so funny. But she's somebody else I'm gonna meet up in Michigan besides Dan. So and Vinny probably. Vinny, if he makes time. So we'll see. But it'd be great to meet Vinny too. So I'm looking forward to a road trip again. Again. Looking forward to messing around with Hunter. Should I bring Charla up with us? Should I drop by Ohio and pick up Charla, Hunter, and bring her? I'll leave her with you. You can get her back home. She can fly home. She wanted to do a road trip for a while. So, yeah, Charlotte is good. You know what, though? I feel bad because, number one, I follow so many people, and I'm so busy, and I forgot. I had not been looking for her. And then she popped up, and then I felt bad because I had not checked on her. But still, I just keep forgetting. But then I looked and I was like, oh, I haven't missed any videos because usually YouTube doesn't alert me that Charlotte's put out a video. And I'm always thinking I'm missing them when she does pop up. But I think she must have either been really busy lately or going through a hard time. So I hope it's not the latter. So because no, she's so good. She doesn't deserve a hard time. So but I feel bad that I don't check on her more. And Rita. I haven't checked on Rita in forever. I need to check on her. Faye. Yeah, but dang, why does life have to be so busy? Why can't we just like communicate with our friends and check on them and have the time? Charlotte did. Did it have the cats in it? Eli. Yeah, I figured as much. Yeah, they're cute. And I'm so glad she got the Kiri, the second cat. That was a really good move. So they're the best of buds. They get along so well. But it makes it hard for her to travel too, right? Because she has pets. But she has the grandkids, maybe this summer. So I don't know. So, but our plan though was to go up to. Now I was telling Chrysler like we've not hit all the Great Lakes. I said if we went up near Buffalo, we could hit Lake Ontario, and then that way we could hit all the Great Lakes as we go along too, and not just states. So I don't know. We've been to Lake Michigan because we've been to Chicago. So I don't know. I don't know what we'll have to do. But our initial plan was to go straight up to Detroit. But we'll see. I don't know. We got to come up with a better plan. And we'll get it together. Closer we get. So anyway. But I love y'all. Have a great week. See ya. Are you going to live, Hunter? Are you going live tonight? Are you doing sleep? Are you doing sleep? Are you getting watch hours in by doing the sleep videos, Hunter? Is that what you're doing? I don't know. tummy. It's hard to find you under here. Yes, no, no. Are you going live then? Is that what you're saying yes to? Oh, no. I know. Do you get a lot of watch hours though, Hunter? Do you go back and read the comments? He hung out in my paranormal live stream, Mrs. Hopkins. When I stayed at the Windsor Hotel, Hunter, it was just me and Hunter hanging out waiting for the ghost to come. It never came. And Chris was asleep. He was right next to me in bed, and Hunter and I are just hanging out waiting for a ghost. So that's stupid, but it was so silly. I can't believe Chris slept through that because he's usually also sensitive to light and sound. But yeah, that was a funny night. Does that count as a three-way? Me, Hunter, and Chris. I'm just kidding, Hunter. It wouldn't happen. No IRL. No, we don't play that. But yeah. All right. So am I going to go for sure this time or no? I have to get my Instagram stuff to go into. I'm always so lack on Instagram. I don't like it as a platform. So I don't like going over there and interacting with people, but I know people over there that like interacting over there, and I don't like it. But I gotta get it done. I guess Friday. But all right. My love to you, Mrs. Hopkins and Mama B and the fam. Honor, love to you. Kimber's love. Sharon as well. Mike, everybody, thank you for joining us tonight. Happy Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day, Hunter. You can be a complete mother just like Chris. But y'all have a good one. Take care. Thanks for hanging out with me. Love y'all. Bye.